Okay. Trying to pick back up. The stream crashed. I'm sitting here paused. I should be live. Updating the category. I'm showing high bars. No weird errors. I think my computer having some extra crap open might have bogged down the internet, or it was just being complete ass. I'm going to say I'm live again using my phone isn't going to completely bog everything down. Okay. I know this is an awkward start. Just checking. Twitch on my phone. That's working. And for everything else, seems like we're good. I will play properly in a second. Yeah, stream is back. Internet's good. Honestly, I wanted to waste a minute because when it was dropping off like a motherfucker, it was dropping in about a minute. It's been about 2. Welcome to the 2.5 stream. I thought about when streaming, and I probably should get in this habit if we're going to stream, literally closing like a lot of tabs so that almost nothing is open on the computer.
Just raise 2 piantissimo.
People read...
because of the font, everyone
reads it as 2 piantissimo. It's Il Piantissimo. Because his name basically translates to... like, he's the best plant? Or, like, the greatest plant? Now... 1, he's incredibly slow. 2, I'm going to cheat. Get him. Get him.
I really do feel... I really do feel like if this game...
He goes the long way.
I really do feel like if this game was...
There it is.
Was released today exactly as is with all the glitches and everything, like everyone would hate it. Like the clip of what you just did would be on Twitter, and it would be a clip of someone complaining that the game is bad because you can do this.
Things seem to be more stable.
Don't acknowledge it.
I know. I just want to do live streams, god damn it. Cause that's what's dumb. The whole streaming thing. Everything is going really well. We're at episode 6. I've had like no problems except for the paranoia.
Hey, at least you can enter mirrors now.
It's literally just the internet inconsistency. If you hover, like, when you tap A, he swims. If you tap A while hovering in the water, you swim a little bit faster, and then this is just nonsense. The red coins with the fish can just go through walls and...
Again, like I said, I really do feel like if this game was released exactly as it is, my minus the like graphics, like the gameplay is actually the same. It just looks prettier. And it was like a new game Nintendo made with like all the glitches and everything. I feel like no one would like this game, and there would be tons of stupid, like, mouth breathers on Twitter, basically posting out of context glitches that show how bad the game is, even though, because of how old the game is, these glitches are seen as, you know, speedrunning tech, so they're seen as good. Because, I guess here's some engagement bait. I hate this modern narrative that, like, old games were released in a perfect state with, like, 0 glitches. No. No, they were not.
Old video games were completely broken. And all of it... To try to talk about things, I'm checking my stream on and off out of paranoia, but it is holding better. Oh yeah, that's how you do that, huh? Yeah, you hold hover. Now, hold on. To explain, this is a good mechanic. You hover and you tap A, he swims faster, but then he slows down because the hover runs out. So if you want to optimize, you need to basically do it like this. Try to get in the rhythm, but... I was going to say, old video games were just as problematic, but people do act like, oh, old video games were perfect.
Because
no.
People will always say like, back in the day, once a game was, like, released, it was, done. One, a bunch of games actually got, like, stealth revisions and later prints you didn't, know about because you already own the game. You're not going to buy it again and get the reprint that fixes these glitches.
Okay, what am I missing? Ah.
That one.
Most old games would get reprints with just small fixes if they needed to fix something. And I do find it funny because people, oh, old video games.
People always just like, a game was like done, the developers couldn't like half-ass it and then patch it later. It's like whatever state the game came out in, that was its state forever. So they like had to make sure it was perfect. No, they didn't. Your favorite old game is probably broken as shit and you just don't know it.
Yes. Checking stats again. Everything's working. I'm just
like
double checking crap on my phone just because with the random drops, it's like, okay, I need to make damn sure.
Like all the old Final Fantasies are broken as shit.
Many angry update clicks later, I showed up in the Super Mario Sunshine category properly. Okay. Everything seems better. Like, if anyone pops in or is watching, like, an archive or something, I'm only paranoid because the stream was going really good. Like, astronomically good.
It's Shadow Mario.
After him.
Get him!
Get him, boys! The stream was going really well. Well, the first stream until the Queen crash, and then this one's holding up pretty good. So, old video games were, like, problematic.
Like I said, the old Final Fantasies were broken as shit. Every old...
Where are you?
Every old Final Fantasy before 7...
Also, if you can't find him, follow his diegetic theme.
Yeah, like, every old Final Fantasy before, like, 7 all has some mechanic or something where
That
it's like,
doesn't...
oh, this is bugged, this just doesn't work.
He usually just jumps down up. of the Shadow Marios with the biggest health bar?
I think are technically larger.
I don't know.
Maybe it's actually the opposite. It's because of how tiny this area is.
Basically, all video games were broken, but people mythologize. Oh, all the video games were like so good, and this and that, and some other nonsense. But then it's like,
like I said, no, your favorite game is probably broken as shit. You just didn't know it.
well, then we get to what I wanted to say before I was kind of focused. The hypocrisy in people in a modern age where you can patch things. If a patch happens, people bitch that it never should have been, like, needed in the first place and that a game is bad. But if a patch doesn't happen...
people will continue to play games that they never fixed this problem.
Yes.
Because they can fix it now.
Yes.
And also, like I said, the other thing besides the old games are broken, the other part a lot of people really do not.
This is a melon that wins. You just have to get it down there. Want to show this legitimately? Because I can't do Gelato Beat Skip, and this also just gives us a minute to talk and see if everything holds up better.
Can't do Gelato Beat Skip? What's that in the window?
Now, what they want you to do is what no, damn it, human being ever does. Because when I learned what they actually want you to do, I realized, oh my god, not a single human being on this planet does that. Because when I realized...
you always get the one comment, oh, I did that as a child.
No, you fucking didn't. What they actually wanted you to do with this melon is literally make the stairs, use those as a ramp, send the melon... Damn it! No! Person, no! No, you fucking can't. I wish you could. You can't. You can't. Damn it. Look. You can't.
I thought when they were not...
No! Okay. So, since I'm failing, and I can show... You can only kill...
Safe. I thought for attacking it looked like
no.
I noticed it is a different melon now.
You can only kill these guys when you do that. So I can clear out the beach a little bit. If I'm doing this legitimately, it's not that hard. What they want you to do is use the stairs as a ramp and take that the long way and carry it all the way across the beach instead of cutting corners like I'm doing. But no normal person ever does the long way because there's literally no reason to do the long way because that's even more stupid and tedious. Come on, motherfucker. If you could ground pound them and kill them, I would. You can't. I would take it the slow way. Like, you can't kill them. And to reiterate, because you asked this in the Let's Play, no, unfortunately, the stupid staircase to nowhere doesn't count as one of these. So, the staircase to nowhere basically also can't kill them. So, you're basically stuck, and I hate it. And I'm not specifically, like, you know, mad at anyone that maybe wonders that. It's just, I don't like that that's a thing. Because that basically means you can't do anything up here.
Because that was the staircase?
Yes, that's a staircase. They'll hit it like normal. See, you got stuck. gets a staircase. And that one doesn't work either. You literally can't kill those guys. And they honestly want you to make the one staircase, make a ramp, and go down the beach and loop all, I'm pointing at the beach, all the way around the fucking long way. But nobody fucking does that, because that's stupid. And that makes this more tedious than it needs to be, and this is already pretty damn tedious. So what people do is get... Just hop. No.
No, there it is.
That's why. Alright. Now these are not on a timer, thank God. And I got rid of.
That would be evil.
Literally, I made that tree come out of the ground, and I used it to ricochet this thing. Because when you do that, you do not care. It really isn't that bad. With a caveat, the caveat being, like,
This is one of those times where I do wonder
if you tiptoe.
This is one of those times where I do wonder if
This somewhat reacts to Mario.
Or I do wonder if,
somewhat.
If Nintendo were to ever remake this game, would they not fully, but I do wonder, would they put like a few kind of wall stoppers on like the edge of, on some of the edges and corners, basically, of you pushing it up here? And if they did that, that's one of those, would people complain that they've made the game too easy, or because Sunshine is known for its really bad physics?
I'm about to win.
Would people, like, if it had a few stoppers to make that easier?
Just to show that legitimately.
If they had, like, a few sort of walls to make that easier for you to basically push it into those and get it to stop, I do wonder if people would complain that they made it too easy, or if that's because that's known for being really bad.
The problem with all of that is the conveyance, and what they sort of expect you to do is go the long way
I
and
would also find it funny if they ever remade this game, if that mission had like less of those enemies in it. That would be really funny if a few, like, they still have like one in the
You
top.
don't even. All you would need to do to make that mission infinitely easier, even though it kind of breaks the difficulty, but I don't care, make the staircase to nowhere, kill those guys. If the staircase to nowhere could kill those guys, this mission would be a non-issue, and I came back here for the secret shine. I know the game well enough, and of course now, again, I'm not going to jinx it, the screen is working. That's actually kind of tight timing. There's technically no failure state, but...
But it's something I do always wonder, where there are certain games, if Nintendo remade them, how much, like, would be altered. Because a lot of people don't like to admit this. I feel like there are a lot of older games, if they remade, they would have substantial changes. And I feel like those would be substantial changes to make them easier.
Okay. Literally tag Sean again. Seems like closing some crap worked, which makes sense. Or I closed. Damn it. Fine. My joke is always, oh, I close stuff and think that works, except
It's just whatever internet bump that was, we're past.
yes.
Someone spilled some coffee on the terminal and they cleaned it.
Yes. this. I'm gonna say. Hold on. Hold on.
Because I know this would make all of the boomers mad, but I feel like if Nintendo were to remake Super Mario 64, like, again, I feel like it would be based off the DS version. Maybe not have all the DS version's extra content, or at least a majority of its extra content, like the extra characters and stuff. But I feel like it would have a bunch of the changes to make...
I will continue in a minute.
To make certain stars easier, like you have way more...
Okay.
Like, you have way more blue coin switches to make the 100 coins easier.
I'm about to continue. I'm just checking my settings. We are streaming.
Removing some of the like, enemy placement and...
Again, if anyone ever watches these as VODs and stuff, just... bear with our internet being randomly unstable. Because when I told Sean that I might start streaming, I said, we get random nonsense drops.
It's something I find funny, and it tells me, like, almost no one has ever noticed it. People only ever complain about the, like, controls and stuff in DS. I've never really seen anyone complain about the moments that, DS makes it easier, like, when you're in the volcano in Lethal Lava Land, they made that one platform way bigger and they removed the fireball.
As always, in every secret mission is a red coin. So, now, some people walk in here, it's not at the beginning, it's like halfway up the track. Right here.
Ground the booth. What's it called? The iron
Booth.
My joke.
With hovering and everything, you want to get fancy. Dropping again. Still holding.
I'm still doing it. Go, go, go.
That's things to be at the top. Okay, and internet's holding. I looked at the count. We are still streaming. I literally have it set to buffer if the internet starts dropping, and I think closing some tabs is saving the stream, which would make sense. I really should have been doing that sooner. I just didn't think. Oh, holding a live stream and having, like, even just, you know, a small, like, single Discord tab open. It's like, oh. It's literally down to 100 coins. Between the first stream that died super quickly and this one, I haven't died a single time in this map.
Because, like I said, in the regular game, unless you're doing something really stupid, you're basically never going to die in the regular game, because this game has, like, no bottomless pits in it. You're only going to...
I learned about that later.
What?
I just got 7 coins by hitting the cash register. Yes.
Wait, does that mean we're stealing someone's pocket change?
You say pocket change? No, that means we're stealing money from...
Stealing money from the cash register.
Okay. Unlock this. Also want to quickly de-rust with rocket storage. Wait.
Rocket storage is neat, but is it ever actually useful in the regular game?
That depends on what you mean by useful. Well, one, there is one instance that learning rocket storage is consistently good for. You can skip the final climb to Bowser and just shoot through the clouds. And you can't tell me that skipping that final climb part is a bad idea.
Well, that is technically good for quote-unquote efficiency, because that is faster. That final climb isn't exactly difficult.
It's harder than you would think, while being easier than you would think, but it's also just faster, because for a lot of people, even if that final climb part isn't difficult, a lot of people think sitting there for like the minute or two you need to do it versus storage quantifies slightly different. Otherwise, storage is mostly just useful depending on what we're talking about, because I can use rocket storage to skip Yoshi's Fruit Adventure. Because who needs Yoshi?
How long are you going to do this?
What do you mean?
How long are you going to get one coin from this?
These have 10 apiece. I'm gonna pop this one until it has no coins left, and then I'll get other coins and we'll pop more watermelons as needed. They have 10 coins apiece if you do this. This is why I do 100 here. Because it's slower, but this is safer because, like, those speedruns use a different mission and use some other routing. But I've always done this to buffer because you get extra coins. Because the margins in this world are stupid tight. These have 10 coins apiece though. I was gonna get my 10. And then maybe go pee, leave the stream on, put in the chat a message about, like, so if it dies or something while I'm in the bathroom, 'cause I need to, okay, well, fine, be right back, because I need to pee. Fine. Do this. Stream is holding now. Pin that.